Yummy, yummy, yummy. That chicken liver soup cake or whatever it is that Grace makes is unbearable, but this lemon cake is...
Tabitha, look what I got from the library.
Hey, dear, look what your mother sent over now. It's absolutely delish.
Every time she bakes something and sends it over here, she thinks I'm gonna come running home like, all is forgiven. Come look at these.
Dummy's Guide to Witchcraft, 2003. The Occult Made Easy. Well, I applaud your enthusiasm, Gay, dear. But honing one's skills as a witch takes time.
Well, then start teaching me. The sooner I can learn about witchcraft, Tabitha, the sooner I'm gonna get Miguel. And now's the time to strike, because he and Charity are split up over him knocking me up. Wait to read these books. I'm gonna work extra hard to develop my powers.
Well, I'm glad you're gung-ho, Kay, but simply reading books isn't enough to help you develop your powers.
Well, why not? I cast a spell on Charity, it froze her in a block of ice just from reading a book. Isn't that how witchcraft works?
Hades, no. Practicing witchcraft is much more complicated than that. It's about understanding your powers and using them to energize the spells you cast.
Spare me the techno speak and just tell me what to do, okay? I want to use my powers to make Miguel happy.
You mean happy with you, of course.
Yeah, that's what I said. I want to use my powers for good.
Yeah, right. Huh. You want me to teach you something, Kay? Well, let's start with this. A, I don't believe you intend to use your powers for good. And B, it doesn't matter anyway, because unlike Charity, our powers don't come from good in the first place.
It's because she's blonde.
What? Oh, don't be ridiculous. I'm blonde, too, in case you haven't noticed.
Yeah, sure you are.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter what color your hair is. What matters is where your powers come from. They start inside you. It's what you're most connected to. And, of course, in your case, it would be our friends in the basement.
But they're evil.
Yes, pure evil. And that, my dear, is the source of your power. Thus, to tap into your power, you must understand evil. You must embrace evil. True, you have a certain amount of raw talent, but as yet, you haven't reached the level of understanding of evil necessary to allow you to use your own powers. That's where I come in as your teacher.
Kay, you won't believe what happened.
We didn't hear you knock, Simone.
Oh! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to barge in, but I really need to talk to Kay. It's important.
Oh, well, in that case, I'll better give you two girls some space to hang in. Don't you ever dare tell Simone that you're here to learn witchcraft, because if you do, the dark side will kill you both. I mean it, Kay. You and Simone will die horrible deaths.
So, what's going on? I think I finally managed to keep Whitney and Chad apart forever.
Really? How?
Okay. I pretended finding them together upset me so much that I got sick at the thought of losing Chad. So sick that I had this huge headache and I almost overdosed on aspirin because of it. Of course, I didn't, but Whitney didn't know that. I let her find me out of it with an empty bottle of aspirin right next to me.
Oh my gosh, how Lifetime Channel can you get?
So anyway, Whitney felt so guilty, she told Chad that they couldn't see each other anymore.
Okay, now that was brilliant, Simone. I am so proud of you.
I've always said that the power of scheming young girls in love is much more potent than any hocus pocus I could brew up. While those two neophytes are plotting their little schemes, I think I'll make myself another martini and check in on the big picture. Have to make sure there's enough pain and suffering going on in harmony to keep the boys in the basement happy. Business before pleasure. Harmony couples update, please. Let's start with Charity and Miguel.
Saying that we can never be together again is like saying that Antonio would never recover. But he did.
What was that?
You know, and now it's not gonna be long before Luis and Sheridan are back together again.
I turn my head for 2 bloody seconds and all heaven breaks loose. Sheridan and Luis could reunite. And Charity and Miguel too.
Hey, Tabitha, got any sodas? Simone and I are really thirsty. Tabitha? I asked you a question.
And if they have a chance of being back together again, then so do we.
That's Miguel.
Yes, and he is pleading with Charity to come back to him.
What?
While you were out there listening to Simone's idle love chatter, it appears that Miguel is close to convincing Charity to get back together, despite the fact that you're priggers with his progeny.
This can't be happening.
Oh, but it is, Kay. And let this be a lesson in staying focused. Reading books on witchcraft and wanting to get your powers isn't enough. And it isn't going to help you getting Miguel. It's not going to help at all.
Darn it. Miguel's getting through to her.
Seeing what happened with Luis and Sheridan, right, it proves to me that God doesn't want to waste true love. He wants couples who truly love each other to be together. And we love each other that way, Charity. Right? We belong together.
Miguel's winning Charity back.
Which is bad for our side, Kay. Very bad.
Please don't let our love go to waste. We belong together. I know it. And I know that deep down in your heart, you know it too. Please give me another chance, Charity. Give us another chance.
Charity is about to take Miguel back.
True. Insipid and nauseating, but true.
I gotta get Simone and go to the hospital. There's no time to waste.
I think I'm going to like having an assistant. I won't have to lift a finger to keep Blondie and the bod apart. Kay's going to do the dirty work for me. Cheers. Mud in your eye.